So today we are going to talk about a very interesting question. What is the difference between bounce rate, single page abandonment, abandonment rate, and exit rate? Four different terms. In all the scenarios, user might be leaving the site. So what is the difference? Let's talk about it. Bounce rate, the percentage of visits in which a visitor enters your site and leaves after viewing only one page. That means you have the landing page, that is user comes to your site, doesn't see any other page and leaves the site. Basically, it is based on your entries. So bounce rate is bounces divided by entries multiplied by 100. So when are we using this? We use landing page effectiveness. We understand if the content meets the visitor's intent, measure page campaign, landing page performance, identify pages that don't encourage deeper engagement. So these are the four things that you see when you are talking about bounce rate. Let's look at single page abandonment. It's also known as single page visit. What does this mean? This means that a percentage of visits in which a visitor views only one page and then leaves the site, no additional pages viewed. So the way it is calculated, remember in bounces it is calculated based on entries, bounces divided by entries. But here single page abandonment rate is calculated on the basis of single page visits divided by total visits multiplied by 100. Out of all the visits that has happened, how many visits have happened where there is only a single page, user came on, viewed only one page, right, and the visit ended. So this should show what is the quality of the engagement, what is the benchmark or content effectiveness across the site. It would identify that last interaction more important more often than not. Let's look at the third one, abandonment rate, that is funnel process abandonment. This shows that the percentage of users who start a multi-step process, for example, a checkout or a form or a registration, but they do not complete it. So you might enter a cart, you might go to your shipping, you might go to your payment, but you drop off. So abandonment rate at a particular step would be users who entered that till that particular step and minus those who completed that particular step divided by the users who entered that particular step. So this is more related to funnels. When do we use this? We use this in the case of analyzing drop-offs of certain steps in a funnel. You optimize conversion funnels, you identify friction points and reduce process drop-off and measure improvement of funnel optimization initiatives. Finally, we have the exit rate. When you're talking about exit rate, this shows the percentage of time the specific page was viewed in a visit and how many were viewed after that. So a user can go to a home page and then to a particular product page and then exit the site. He may search for a particular product, go to that particular product page and exit the site. That means that exit rate means exits from a particular page divided by page views multiplied by 100. It is used to identify which pages are usually which are the pages from where users are dropping off. It is also used to diagnose drop-off points deeper in the journey. It is used to improve content user experience or offer on key exit pages and also to track impact of changes on specific pages. So this is the key definitions of these four terms. Bounce rate, that is based on your entries, bounces by entries as a percentage. Single page abandonment rate as single page visits divided by total visits. Then abandonment rate at a particular step is people who entered that step minus people who completed that particular step divided by people who entered that step as a percentage. And exit rate means exits from a page to page views divided by total page views. So bounce rate focuses on how a visitor starts and ends on the same page. Exit rate focuses on how a visit ends on a specific page after one or more pages were viewed. This is the basic difference. What we can say is that all bounces are exits because the visitor has left the site, but not all exits are bounces because visitor may have seen other pages before. Bounce rate is a subset of exit rate. Next, when we look at it on a much more as a summary, we can see that on bounce rate, visitor that start and end on the same page, single page abandonment, visits with only one page view, then exit. Abandonment means users who start but do not complete a particular multi-step process, and exit rate is times a page was seen and it was the last page in a visit. So that can happen on any pages, right? So that is all about these four concepts in digital analytics. So if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Till then, bye bye.